Well, I really set out to do a nice, fun, light book, and I like quirky characters, so it's got plenty of them, and I like books that really incorporate the locale into the story, and so I tried to do that as well. And I like a fast-moving plot, so there's nothing like a mystery to keep pages turning, and so I decided on a mystery, and that was sort of the stepping-off point for me. Done a lot of technical writing in my career, but never novels. This is my first novel. I got published by simply sending the manuscript to John F. Blair, and actually part of the manuscript, the first 50 pages I think, they came back and they asked for the full manuscript, and then the next thing I knew they offered me a contract. Family members loved the book, and that's really, when I was writing it, above all, I was trying to make something that the family would like, and they did. So at least I accomplished that, if nothing else. I've been really pleased with the reaction. I've had a lot of people that read it and then come up to me and tell me that they liked it. In fact, they come back and buy a number of copies to give as Christmas presents. So that's probably one of the best pieces of feedback I've gotten. I was especially touched and pleased by Fred Campbell and Robert Morgan reading the book and being willing to write some nice comments to put on the back of the book. That was pretty sure those guys are busy enough that they could have found something else to do, and the fact that they did that was really humbling to me. Well, I've been going around doing various interviews. John F. Blair has contacts. They've set up a whole sort of tour of bookstores, radio stations, television stations. So I've been going around talking to people about the book and just kind of introducing it, answering questions, and this being my first novel, it's important to just do everything I can to get the word out on it. Well, I've gotten all kinds of reactions, from people that are really excited to meet the author to people that don't care much one way or the other they met the author. I did run into one fanatical fan in Charlotte when I went there. This guy, he had already read the book, and I asked him how he found it, and he just simply pulled it off the bookshelf and bought it and read it. But this guy came in with a bunch of markers in the book and asked me questions about all kinds of details. So he was a real fan. So I have at least one of those out there. I guess I'm surprised just by the whole range of reactions. Like I said, it's anything from people being sort of suspicious of this weird guy being around trying to promote his book, to people that are excited to meet an author. But in general, the community and the people I know have been really supportive. Worked in research and development all my life, so I was always working on new things and putting new things together. So to my mind, it's just a logical extension of that. A lot of people have been surprised that someone with an engineering background ends up writing a novel, but to me, it's a perfectly natural next step. Yeah, it's actually the Middle of the Air is intended to be the first book of a trilogy, and I'm probably roughly halfway through writing the next book of the trilogy, which at least as a working title is called The Face of the Water, and that takes a lot of the themes and some of the discoveries that the Colebrooks have made sort of to the next step. Well, locally, you can get it at almost all the bookstores. You can get it at Kilwin's, my wife's chocolate and fudge shop downtown. But you can also get it at all the independent bookstores and Barnes & Nobles, and you can get it online, too, at Amazon. I've gotten some good reviews on Amazon. I'd love for local people to write some more. That would be a great thing. I guess in my case, the breakthrough I had to make was to just not try to plan it out too much and just devote a certain amount of time every day. In my case, what worked was to do it first thing in the morning, but I know other writers that do it the last thing at night. But find something that works for you and just stick with it. You hear a lot about writers struggling, and it feels very lonesome sometimes. You're doing it all by yourself. But I would just say the most positive interpretation I can make is that everybody wants you to write a good book. Everybody does. And that's what everyone wants. The publishers would love to get a great manuscript in the mail. Readers would love to find a good book and a new author. And even people that don't read like good movies, so they want good books to make good movies out of. So just remember, everyone's on your side. You will figure out a way to make it work. And so for me, that was the breakthrough. I had to trust myself enough to do that.